Hi, Skywalkers. This is Annabelle. Happy Halloween! After a Visage guide posted on October 12th, a new and huge revision patch be released on October 15th. I'm speechless because the new revision be released just 3 days after the Visage guide. But since it released many features in this revision, so for most of the players, it's good news to release this new patch. We will list some important contents of this revision. Since it happens sometimes, the Taiwan distributor may delete the revision info from their website, so we will post the screenshot of this revision at the end of this video too. By the way, do you see our guild member, Yong? If you met him, please help to tell him we are waiting for his return. The video outlines. The first is to provide the revision record in Taiwan server, and then we will list the major changes in this revision. It launched some new runes this time, both the normal and legendary runes. Regarding the set ability, some set ability states have been changed, and there is a new set ability being released. Besides, the Divine Gallery changes a lot. Also, it released a new Readiness System for Personale and the guild. It released the skill page for some special paths. The skill page of Fairy Dragon released a month ago. This time, they released the skill page for Song of Devil, Flame Welder, and Gale. Regarding pet gear, besides of the major pets, it benefits players' states if we put the pet gear on support paths too. Now we can attach the enhanced abilities of the equipment on both hands. For martial contest, it changes a lot on player's interface and also the rating. And the last is the classes changes and the judgments. Since it changes a lot in the revision on October 15th, so we have to update the timeline of Taiwan server. In December, this game launched in Taiwan, and the Pet Angel launched on December 24th. In May, the Pet Song of Devil launched. Oracle been nerfed since now, and Rogue has been buffed and nerfed twice in May. The result is Shadow Dancer becomes the main class in Rogue till now. In June, Legendary Rune Forest Queen launched. In the same month, Destroyer has been buffed a lot. It becomes the main class in Swarmman until the new revision be launched this October. In July, they launched the new states Thump and Accumulate for the equipment. In Taiwan server's official website, they also announced to release the new stat Toughness in July, but actually this stat doesn't be released in-game. In the same month, Archer, both the Wind Talker and Sharpshooter, been buffed. And due to the new stat Accumulate, some classes' damage increase a lot due to their crit and crit rate, and mage's damage can be seen very clearly since now. In September, they launched the function to allow the players to change their classes, except the new class Brawler. In the revision in October, players can change to be Brawler as well. Oracle has been buffed in this version, especially for Visage. It powers up their healing function. Shadow Dancer has been nerfed again, so many rogues change to be Swarmman now. Regarding Swarmman, Guardian be buffed. Destroyer has been nerfed a bit, but in overall, Swarmman is still very powerful in this revision. So many archers chance to be Swarmman now. As for mage, even though it only higher the distance of their skill, Flash, in this revision, but it's helpful to higher mage's attack and survival rate. New legendary rune Rebirth Goodness launched. So here is the updated revision timeline of Taiwan server for your reference. This is a new room for attack. Major states: physical attack rate and debuff damage boost. Set abilities: Rampage and Dragon Sally. This is the new room for defense. Major states: debuff damage resist and damage reduction. Set abilities: Ocean, Thorn, and Tough. Tough is a new set ability released in this revision. This is the new legendary rune launched this time, the Rebirth Goodness. Major states: damage bonus. Legendary skill: Rebirth. This is the description of its legendary skill. Basic states: while you die, you will rebirth in the same location and be invisible for 2 seconds. Your HP will be recovered for the amount which you lost in the last 2 seconds before you die. The lowest HP after rebirth is minimum 23% to maximum 28% of your maximum HP. And while you are in rebirth, you will repel the enemies surrounded and be in an invincible condition. After you higher the level of the legendary skill, the rebirth HP percentage will be higher too. It changes a lot in Divine Gallery. This is the page for legendary runes. Whenever you reach the rating it requires, you can activate an additional state. If you gathered all the 5 states here, you can activate an additional block for legendary rune. This revision fixed a bug in Divine Gallery also. After this revision, if you break down the legendary rune in the Divine Gallery, you will lose its state. This is the page for fantasy rune in Divine Gallery. Same, whenever you reach the rating it requires, you can activate an additional state accordingly. This is the new set ability, Tough. Active rate. In normal conditions, the active rate is 8% when you are facing an attack with crit. But if your enemy attacks you with the crit, while he's in a rampage condition, the active rate will be 100%. Activated function. While you suffered an attack with crit, in 4.5 seconds, the absolute damage reduction rate will be higher another 50%. And also, its crit damage reduction will be higher for additional 16%. Set ability, Ocean. Its damage reduction value has been higher from 12 to 13%. Set ability, Thorn. Active rate. In normal conditions, the active rate is 5.5% when you are facing an attack. But if your enemy is in Demon Hunt or Dragon Sally condition, the active rate will be 3 times higher. Activated function. It can ease 80% of the damage you suffered and rebound 120% of the damage they gave to you. It released a new Readiness System for Personale and Guild in this revision. For Personale, to bring convenience to players, we can do the settings after clicking here. To choose the options for skill, rune, transmog for different applications. Here is the function to attach enhanced ability for the equipment on both hands. We can also do the settings for potion here, and also set the applications to activate the auto function to use the potion. Enhance ability on the equipment of right hand, the states for personal, and the enhance ability on the equipment of left hand, the states for the team. Please notice, for every team, there will be only one ability to be activated if there are more than one person who has it. We can get the item, Magic Dust, after we melt the equipment higher than level 90. Please notice this kind of enhanced ability can only remain for 72 hours. The Readiness System in the Guild. We can donate the items we don't need in the Guild's Readiness Warehouse. Based on the items we donate, we can get the Brother Coin. With the Brother Coins, you can purchase the items donated by the other guild members. Or you can use the Brother Coins to exchange some items in its shop. There are 3 items that need emphasized here. Firebox. There is chance to get this fire in the box, as long as your red clock reaches to stage 4. With this fire, you will activate the additional block of the Supreme page to put an additional legendary rune here. Tease box. There is the chance to get these teas in this box. With 10 tools, they can be used to activate the block for the second experiment. The second experiment will be born with the same level and evolution grade as the first experiment. But you need to build its actual equipment and skill pages for the second experiment. Then you can choose which experiment you want to summon in different applications. Frozen Stone. You can get the Frozen Stone with the Brother Coins here. In the past, for the pet gear, we can get the Lightning Force with 10 Lightning Stones. And now, upon the Lightning Force, we can get the actual Frozen Foes with 10 Frozen Stones. With the Frozen Foes in pet gear, we can make both the enemy and their pets into the frozen condition. They can't release pet skill while they are in frozen condition. Here you can see Sweetie's pet gear with Lightning Foes and Frozen Foes for your reference. These are the pet gears she attached the Frozen Foes on them. And here are the pet gears she attached to the Lightning Foes. In this revision, if you put the pet gear on the support pads, the states on the pet gears will perform 30% on the player. So don't forget to put the pet gears on the support pads to higher your rating. It released the skill page for some special pads. The skill page of Fairy Dragon has been released months ago. And this time, they released the skill page for Son of Devil, Flame Welder, and Gale. This is the skill page for Flame Welder. This is the skill page for Gale. And this is the skill page for Son of Devil. For martial contest, it changes a lot on player's interface and also the rank. Compared with the previous version, it provides much more rank in this revision. Here is a quick view for the new interface of martial contest. In the shop, it offers extra items to purchase for the people in the higher rank. Besides the original beasts on the field, there are 2 new disaster beasts in the revision. We can also go to fight with the disaster beast with cross-server friends. At the end of this video, I'll put the videos of these 2 disaster beasts. One of the videos is a first kill. The last is the classes changes and adjustments. In this revision, Shadow Dancer has been nerfed again, so many rogues changed to be Swarmman. Archer has been buffed a bit in this revision. As mentioned earlier, Guardian has been buffed this time, and Destroyer has been nerfed a bit. But Swordsman is very popular now, which can bring lots of damage for the team. Regarding Mage, the distance of their skill flash increased a lot. It means Mage can avoid the damage in a better chance than before. If the mage is using roll and flash at the same time, and they can across almost half of the field. In this revision, they change a lot on Oracle. Summon Angel. If our Summon Angel causes the damage to the enemy, the Summon Angel will slow down the enemy's speed. Mark system. The first is the Judge Mark. If the enemy be attacked by these 2 skills, we will put the Judge Mark on them. Judge Mark can lower their damage to us. The maximum Judge Mark quantity is 5. Sacred Mark. We will get the Sacred Mark if we use this skill to heal people. And then, if we use this skill on the people who have Sacred Mark on them, they can be healed much more. If we have 2 oracles in the same team, then the Sacred Mark can walk and count together. The maximum quantity of the Sacred Mark is 5. Finally, I complete the introduction of this revision. I was planning to launch this video on Halloween, so this I put on the ugly Halloween dress in this video. But at the moment when I just complete this video, it seems there is Halloween still in European time zone only. Anyway, I've done my best to work out this video ASAP. There will be 2 videos for Disaster Beasts right after my words here, and also the backup info of this revision in Taiwan server. Before you go, please help to like and subscribe to our channel. See you next time!